Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are here with Mr. Nick.
Hi, afternoon everyone.
Hi Mr. Nick. Congratulations on a series of NMN product by MotoGene.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, after launching a series of NMN product, what motivates you to actually launch Tocomoto?
Yeah, I know we always state us as an anti-aging specialist for the help the elderly people how to become young again. So Tocomoto, that actually the active ingredient Tocotrienol, I knew this active ingredient since 13 years ago. So I really want to launch this product because I know they could help a lot of people.
I see. Could you tell us more about Tocomoto?
Okay, so the Tocomoto, the active ingredient is Tocotrienol, a kind of the vitamin E. So in the vitamin E, we have several type of the vitamin E. If you go to the drugstore, that you always can hear about Tocopherol for the skin. The lady really like the Tocopherol, but actually Tocotrienol is a very we call it expensive ingredient. A lot of the we call the brand owner, they not really want to do this Tocotrienol because that is kind of the thing expensive, not make money. Yeah, and for the Tocotrienol vitamin E, you can get from the we call some of the fruits from the Mediterranean Sea, but from Malaysia we can get from the palm oil.
I see. We have tons of it in Malaysia.
Yeah, this is the treasure of our Malaysia palm oil. But for the 1 ton of the palm oil can only get 1 kg of Tocotrienol.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's why it's very expensive. Why we want to always recommend people about the Tocotrienol made by the palm oil, not some of the fruit from the Mediterranean Sea. According to the Tokyo University clinical trial in the cat, actually the FDA, they have a recommend for our human. Every day, the best is taking 50 mg Tocotrienol vitamin E per day, but you cannot overdose. Then the set for the female and male, for the female is 600 mg and the male is 800 mg. Why we cannot overdose the vitamin E? We can see for the trial in the Japan, Tokyo University, the trial on the cat, when they're using the vitamin E Tocotrienol from the Mediterranean Sea fruits, they were going to melt the bones of the cat. So this is a 3 month of the trial. The cat bone just left half. It's melted by the Tocotrienol. However, it's only the palm oil Tocotrienol. They were not going to melt the bones. That is very safe and very help us.
I see. Who should take Tocomoto?
Okay, so actually Tocotrienol, they help us to have we call the heart attack and the stroke prevention. In daily, actually we eat a lot of the very oily food or the meat. Actually the meat also will cause our blood vessel inflammation. The Tocotrienol, they're going to help us to clean up the oil in our blood vessel and also the anti-inflammation after we take the meat or the carbohydrate in our blood vessel. In the same time, according we can see the human clinical trial, they help us to going to calm down and anti-depress because they were going to help us to repair our neural system.
So actually this product is not only meant for elderly, but it's also younger generation, right?
Yes, because now our current daily life, we eat a lot of the processed food and very oily. Like we can see even in our company, the young generation, 3 p.m. tea time, pisang goreng, fried banana. So this is kind of the very oily food that this Tocotrienol is very help us to not only the heart attack and also the stroke prevention, and because I mentioned about they clean up, repair our neural system, they help us for the Parkinson and the Alzheimer disease preventions too. This is very the key point too.
I see. Is there any people or any criteria that people need to who has to avoid taking Tocomoto?
Okay, so the people should going to avoid taking the Tocomoto is because they help us our blood is going to thin. Then it means the people who going to have a surgery 1 week or 2 weeks before, you need to going to stop taking the Tocotrienol. If not, that is very, we call in danger, because when you have a surgery, your blood cannot stop coming out. That is very dangerous. And also somebody they're taking, we call the aspirin or warfarin, because that helps us to thin your blood. Then your blood is too watery, that's going to help. It make you going to like faint, you have a headache. That's why that we're going to suggest, because the Tocomoto, what is different with, we need to talk about what the different with other current market product. So we can see all the current market is a oil-based soft gel. It's like the omega-3. We are the first launching the powder form in the industry.
Wow.
Yeah, why we want to launching the powder form? Because we found the oil-based, the absorption rate is not too high. The normal is 10%. We say if 100 mg, then 10% you just can get 10 mg, and other 90 mg is actually you just get out from your body. And of course now we have a kind of the very high absorption technique for some of the product in the market, that absorption rate is up to 30%. And for our planning, our powder form, we estimate the absorption rate is oil-based near to 40%, but we're very successful actually, it's near to 70 to 80% of the absorption rate. So what the difference is, if you're taking, we have one sachet of our Tocomoto is 50 mg Tocotrienol, you have 80% of the absorption rate is near to, we call 40 mg for the 50 mg. So it means that you take one sachet is very enough for the normal people. You don't need to take up too much, because we have very high absorption rate. This is also, when you create the Tocotrienol, you need to go into boil from the palm oil to get the Tocotrienol. Just I mentioned, you need to take a 1 ton to get a 1 kg. When you're going to boil, a lot of people they're using the biodiesel or something of the chemical thing. That's why after you boil in your product, you still have left some of the chemical inside. But our one, we didn't use any chemical thing to go in to get it. We use the kind of the steam process. That's why we claim we are the green label in the EU country. So our Tocomoto didn't use any chemical. It's very clean product, and also the 100% natural ingredient. That's why it's very safe, and we call green label product in EU country.
Are you the first and only one at the moment?
Yes, correct. That's why we want to create the different value, different product. If we're going to sell the same soft gel, that does not make the difference. That's why we are the first powder form green product in the market. Yeah, and we want to help the elderly people, because the very first point we see the elderly people when in the midnight they went to the toilet, they feel the numbness of their hand or leg. However, if taking the some good Tocotrienol, the blood all the blood flow going well. When they wake up going to the toilet in the midnight, they don't feel the numbness of the hand or the leg anymore.
I see. Wow, wonderful product. Is there any competitor? Since you say you are the only one, does it mean that there's no competitor?
Yeah, because we are the powder form the first in we call in the world or in Malaysia. That's why. But as I say, this product that we really need to help the elderly people. We don't have a marketing fee of this product because the ingredient is very expensive. But all the product we develop not must be going to earn money. Some of the product we can going to help people is very important. I'm going to give you one example what the position of the Tocomoto and our best series. Tocomoto is just like a white rice that we need to eat every day, daily, and the best series is like the sushi. You have enough money, you can go to have everyday sushi, but for the rice, everybody want like the bread too. You need to consume every day because we cannot sell very expensive price. That's why we set a very lower price to help people. So I think this is kind of the responsibility of the company too. In the society, we need to help people some of the product. Of course, we need to earn money from some of the product to go into equal balance back the market for help the consumer of the elderly people.
I see. Thank you so much, Mr. Nick, for your explanation on Tocomoto. I believe a lot of viewers here would also want to try Tocomoto because this is really good for you.
Yeah, and also I want to show how the best way to consume our Tocomoto, because as I mentioned, the original is an oil base. That's why we create in the powder form. Even in the powder form, sometimes it's kind of a little bit difficult. If you use a room temperature water, it's still maybe sometimes difficult to get 100% melt. So I'm going to put some of the like 90% room temperature water and 10% of the hot water. Then I'm going to open the Tocomoto.
Also, we need to have a little bit warmer water to dilute this.
Yes, correct. So actually, we will suggest after meal will be the best because after the meal that will be help us even easier to absorb by our body. So today we have 2 persons, so I'm going to put the 2 sachets. So the water is really depend how much water you want. So if you want to drink more water, you can put more water. So and in the same time we put the kale, K-A-L-E, kale. This is a kind of the very good for our going to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for very.
So for those who have constipation, this is a product for you to try out.
Yeah, and also the best because I put some of the hot water because it becomes the warm water. Then you're going to use the shaker to shake. That will be perfect. It's like easier to 100% get, you know, and the color is very nice color. But some of the people, if you don't like the vegetable, maybe for you, you smell. It's like the you know the
it's really greenish.
Yes. So if you worry about that, actually you can put on your meal. I mean, it's like
you mean add into your
rice or something you eat. It's the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let us. Actually, the color is very nice. So yeah, you can try.
For those people who cannot take vegetable, maybe this is a good replacement in juice form.
Yeah. So because this is no sugar level, 0 sugar.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have any taste of sweetness.
Yes, because
good.
we can create a very tasty, but that is not very good for your health. So we want to be very healthy drink. That's why we are natural. We have a kale, then we have Tocotrienol inside. Yeah,
definitely is for those who love vegetable. This is really a juice or a drink that you would really love. And for those who doesn't, it still tastes not too bad.
Yeah. For I know the beauty product is always the people want to be become not look nice, young again, but of course we need to keep you always like healthy, like the stroke and the heart attack prevention, even the Alzheimer disease or Parkinson is very important. That's why Tocomoto is very can help you. As I mentioned, this is white rice you need to have every day. I hope that this product when since 13 years ago I know about the clinical trial in the US. This is 18,000 patients doing the stroke and the heart attack clinical trial. They very work. That's why my family, my parents and me, we already having the Tocotrienol more than 13 years since I know this compound. So that's why I recommend everyone to going to have the Tocomoto. That is really help everyone. So the box is really big because that is a 60 sachets. If you 1 day for 1 sachet, that could be for you is 2 months consumption. Yeah.
Wow. I want to give thanks to Mr. Nick for your time and for your sharing. I hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.